Good morning, Kentuckiana. It's 6 a.m. and if you're just waking up with us, we want to let you know, give you an update that all lanes of I-65 south at Muhammad Ali Boulevard in downtown Louisville are currently blocked. A pedestrian was hit and killed in that area. You can see the impact it's having on traffic right now on the Trimark camera. Police say you should not expect that road to open before 7:30 this morning. So we'll keep you posted as we learn more, and certainly as we know if it's going to be reopened in time for that 8 a.m. rush hour. Good morning to you, Kentuckiana. I'm Grace McKenna. We do have rain as well moving in this morning, and unfortunately that's led to the rush hour balloon race being canceled. Jim's going to have more on that in a minute, but Julie, I'm going to send it over to you first to talk about that rain itself.
Yeah, we will see ongoing rain and storms throughout the day today, and they're scattered in nature, so at some point some could be heavier, some could be less. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rainy day all around. Looking at 65 out of the airport, 63 at Bowman Field right now. Our winds out of the south around 8 miles per hour. But yeah, throughout the day today, unsettled weather really continuing through this evening. Once we get into tonight, though, things are going to start to improve, and we could see maybe a stray shower or two, but I don't think it's going to be much of anything. So it does look like a much better evening, and then the weekend ahead looks great. Taking us to a live radar right now, noticing some of that rain back off here, particularly in southern Illinois, starting to work its way through Kentuckiana, and we'll continue to see that rain build and fill in as we move throughout the morning hours here. Looking at our future radar, giving us an idea of what we can expect. This is 7 o'clock in the morning, and this is why they canceled the balloon race. We are looking at the rain pushing through and then continuing to intensify in intensity. Look at this, 11:30 a.m., noticing some pockets of maybe some thunderstorms in along with that rain and some heavy downpours. So I'll further time that out for you, plus talk about the weekend ahead and Derby week. It's all coming up.
All right, Julie, thank you. Louisville's mayor is laying out a spending plan with big-time goals. A $1.2 billion budget proposal aimed at boosting public safety, housing, and economic development. WHAS11's Clary Shaley and photojournalist Emma Gefter break down what's in the plan and where the money would go.
Everyone wants to be in a city that is safe, alive with new opportunities, and helping its residents succeed.
Mayor Craig Greenberg's take on 3 points in his budget proposal for the next fiscal year. Speaking to Metro Council members, emergency responders, and nonprofits, Mayor Greenberg lays out 3 focus areas: public safety, housing, and economic development. Greenberg proposes ways to bring economic development across the metro by investing in Simmons College's STEM program for community investment in the West End, attract businesses and restaurants to the South End, and making infrastructure improvements to roads and alleys in the East End. Metro Council members from both parties say they look forward to diving deeper into the specifics of the budget proposal. While some say the investment in their districts is well overdue, others question why certain areas were targeted for certain improvements.
Why their infrastructure is more deserving to ours. I certainly hear the pain points of my colleagues, but I would say that we need to look at the city comprehensively, and there are places in the city that might need that infrastructure development a little bit more.
Some Metro Council members are concerned the mayor's budget doesn't go far enough for public safety.
We are excited to see that the headquarters is getting funded, but we need to fund and put money aside for a world-class training facility for our public safety officers.
Points to consider in the coming weeks as council members and the community have a chance to discuss the budget before the vote. In downtown Louisville, Clary Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
Mayor Greenberg mentioned he's also looking to cut $5 million of unnecessary spending before the budget passes. Metro Council will vote on June 26th. A man charged in a deadly road rage incident will face a judge today. Police arrested Eric Slayton yesterday. He's been charged with murder and assault after police say he shot 2 people in the car next to him while waiting at a red light. It happened on January 24th in the Buchel neighborhood. Court documents say a woman was driving on Buchel Terrace when Slayton ran a stop sign, forcing her to swerve around Slayton's car. The driver told police Slayton then began tailing her car, and when they pulled up to a red light on Bardstown Road near Faganbush, Slayton shot at the car multiple times. Both the woman and her passenger, Taylor Mudd, were taken to the hospital where Mudd later died. Slayton is in jail on a $500,000 bond. He's expected in court at 9. And we're learning new details from LMPD about an arrest in a triple homicide earlier this month. 29-year-old Cody Wharf is charged with 3 counts of murder after police say 26 witnesses positively identified him. The incident happened April 8th in the Portland neighborhood. Police say 3 victims were found shot dead inside a house on Griffiths Avenue, a few blocks from Boone Square Park. LMPD's Dwight Mitchell said this case is an example that someone always sees something and witnesses play a crucial role.
We're looking for you. You're not going to get away with any of this stuff. You've never been able to. And I realize the wheels of justice turn, and they turn slow sometimes. But this is a classic example, this case that I'm talking about today, of the fact that when we work together, things can happen quickly, rapidly, because there's always someone that sees something.
Wharf was arrested a few days after the homicide on other charges. JCBS is narrowing down the search for its next superintendent. The district says it's now down to 6 candidates vying for the job. The board, along with the superintendent screening committee, held a special meeting last night to review several candidates. The position opens this summer when current superintendent Dr. Marty Polio officially retires. Polio announced his departure last fall, capping off 8 years as the head of Kentucky's largest school district. JCBS hopes to start interviewing candidates in May. The district's also looking to hire more bus drivers at a bus driver blitz today. It runs from 10 to 2 at Van Hoos Education Center on Newburgh Road. The district says on average, drivers make around $55,000 a year. Applicants should bring 2 forms of ID, proof of education, and references. JCBS recently restored routes for 1,000 students after last year's driver shortage and plans to review staffing in June to consider adding more routes next school year.
The Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Harrison. Let's go!
Kentucky's Maxwell Hairston is heading to the NFL, selected 30th overall by the Buffalo Bills in the first round of the 2025 draft. He makes history as the first defensive back from the program ever taken on night 1. Hairston is also the 19th first-rounder in school history and the 4th under head coach Mark Stoops. Rounds 2 and 3 of the NFL draft continue tonight at 7 right here on WHAS11, followed by the night team.